Along with Ford, huge Ford news, I've promised I'd get to this, so here we go. We've got the constraint list. So here for the constraint list, this is pretty big information. We all need to keep an eye on this. If we're ordering a Ford Maverick, or if you have a Ford Maverick ordered, please keep in mind maybe some things you should consider changing in order to actually get your Ford Maverick. If you order a hybrid, I'd say you're probably still looking at maybe miracle case 6 months, but you might also still be looking at a year and a half. And that's going to be depending on how many hybrids your dealer has or will get for the year. We call those allocations. And most dealers have way more demand than what they're actually going to get. And that can mean another long wait. So I see it in the comments. Sometimes people tell me in the comment section I'm a complete waste of space because why am I still talking about the Maverick? They'll just get one off the lot. Yes, you'll see a whole bunch showing up to the dealer lots, but those are, if it's a hybrid, it's a customer order and will be for quite some time. The comments that, I should, be quiet because, Mavericks are easy to get and they'll just wait for one to be available on a lot. Well, I also heard that back in June and July of 2021. I heard it from quite a few comments that pop up. But you see right here, we can see the key commodity constraints. This comes from Maverick Truck Club, an excellent source. If you want to see this more clearly, you can check it up. You've got your US capacities for the hybrid model. US capacities means what Ford can build down in Mexico. Remember, your EcoBoost engine is made in Cleveland, Ohio, or Spain. For the 2-liter EcoBoost, your hybrid engine is made in Mexico, and all the Mavericks are assembled in Mexico, and they're assembled extremely well. It's one of the rare models that I have yet to find paint issues with the batches with all the Mavericks that have come into my dealer. And my Ford Bronco Wildtrak has actually 2 paint issues, and well, Ford, they're great with the warranty. They're going to repaint my hood and my rear hinges. I love how Ford doesn't try to, put the blame on someone else and make customers' lives difficult. I didn't put in the request, the dealer put in the request, and it was approved right away. So I'm going to be getting freshly painted hood with a new sticker thrown on because there's a little paint error in my hood. So Ford Maverick, they've been assembled fantastically. Not only are they assembled well, they've actually been painted extremely well. I've even at times found paint issues with Ford Mustangs. I'm so impressed with the Ford Maverick. This is a great vehicle to beat that inflation and have money left over to pay this wildly insane rising prices of groceries. And I don't expect those prices to be going down anytime soon because of, it sucks to say, but the elites that are attacking the whole farm system. So while you still can, buy your food from a local farm or from local farms. So you've got your hybrid capacities at 55%. You've got retail at 78%. So that means 78% is the percentage of all the Ford Mavericks that are going to be built. 78% of people are asking for a hybrid. Ford can only build 55%, meaning 23% of people will not be served this year. However, on the petrol-powered side of things, the EcoBoost, that fantastic 2-liter turbo, US capacities are at 45%, and retail, what people are asking for, is 22%. So you're at positive 23%. So that positive 23% is going to turn into dealer stock or dealer inventory. So everyone whose orders an EcoBoost right now should be getting their EcoBoost. Now, equipment groups. Let's look at the equipment groups, folks. An XL series, US capacities, Ford's willing to build 23% of all Mavericks as XLs, but 57% of orders are for an XL. And those orders, you could say if all orders get dropped into Maverick production, well, we've got a 34% error here. 34% of people who've ordered an XL aren't going to get it. Major issue there. So if you want to get your Maverick this year, you want to increase your chances of getting your Maverick, especially if your dealer tells you that you're not at the beginning or middle of their ordering list, consider going to an XLT. Now the XLT luxury package, 29% of all orders are asking to be, sorry, Ford can build 20% of all the Mavericks they're going to build. 29% can be an XLT with luxury package. 16% want it, so no issues there. Positive 13%. So you could always turn your XL into an XLT, pay a little bit more, and increase dramatically your chances of actually getting a vehicle this year. Your Lariat luxury package, Ford, of all the Mavericks they're going to build, 25% of them will be Lariat luxury package, and only 14% of orders have it, meaning if you switch to that, it's a great way to put the pedal to the metal and get your Maverick sooner so you can have more cars and more power. Now, your Tremor package, Ford has put aside of all what they're going to build, of all their parts that they're receiving from their suppliers. So Ford goes out to their suppliers, makes contracts, and those contracts, people say, well, why doesn't Ford just adjust this? You know, if only 1% are asking for Tremor, cut down the Tremor package to 1% of capacity. Oh, so the other 9%, whatever that may represent in total vehicles, let's say it's 8,000 vehicles. So you'll have parts for 8,000 Mavericks that are never going to get installed. Are they supposed to just collect them at the factory, at the assembly plant, maybe build a building and call it a parts museum? No, they can't collect these like they're at a museum. So when Ford builds contracts with their suppliers in advance so that they can get the parts in on time, built properly, you got to give your suppliers ample time to properly build those parts. You can't ask them the week before and say, hey, build this for me. We're not ordering a pizza here, folks. And because Ford isn't ordering a pizza, when they make a contract for whatever it may be, 10,000 Mavericks, and only 1,000 orders are asking for a Tremor package, Ford still got to build those other percentages. So for those of you who are mad about these constraints not matching what people have ordered, there you go. That's why these contracts get built well in advance. So 1% want a Tremor package. That means you switch over to the Tremor package, you're going to get a Tremor package. If you don't switch over to a Tremor package, well, Ford will build this as dealer inventory. So expect to see Ford Maverick Tremors available at dealers. And after having driven one for the weekend, I say I likey. It is great. It's got the engine is a little noisy, but I like some engine sound. I'd maybe even switch the exhaust. It's fantastic. It drives great in the snow. Stomped on the pedal in the corners with the snow on the ground, and the back end kicked out just a little bit. Just perfect to help me get around my corner a little bit better. So it wasn't overly front wheel drive, because of course when you're an all-wheel drive system, the programmers have to decide, is it going to be primarily front wheel drive or primarily rear wheel drive, and the percentage of how much power goes to the front or back unit. And you know what? When something is when an all-wheel drive is overly front wheel drive, the downside of that is if you step on it and spin those front tires when you're in a corner, you might be wanting to turn right. Your tires will be turned to the right and the vehicle will go straight. That is the worst setup, and that's why I prefer rear wheel drives over a front wheel drive if I have to pick. But of course, an all-wheel drive Tremor is winner all around. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You'll be quite happy with that. Now, continuing here, we've talked about how the XL series, good luck getting one of those. Ford can only build 23% of all Mavericks as that. 57% of people want it. Consider getting an XLT, switching your order. Now, we get down to the Sport Appearance package or the black package. I think it's fair that Ford assumed more people would ask for this, because the black appearance package is extremely popular, or a sport package is so popular on the F-150. They planned out 11%, 9% of orders are asking for them. So we got a little space left there. Safety pack, the Co-Pilot 360, the added on, because Ford comes with some great safety features. You can check that out in the order guide. 58%, Ford can build 58%, and 46% is what is being asked of by customers. So not an issue there. No issue at all for the driver assistance package. Now, we've got a little issue here. If you slide down here, if you want a bed extender, do not switch to a bed extender. If you've already asked for one, you should be getting it. because what can be built and what's being asked is even. So it shouldn't be too many issues there. The load box bed liner, aka the bed tray liner. That's the plastic that drops into the bed. No issues there. Spray and bed liner, also no issues. Modular hard bed liner, no issues. Cleat down, tie down kit, no issues. No issues for now the protective film. Surprisingly, that was a huge issue for a while. No issues for the power sunroof. No issues for the trailer hitch now. It's been a problem in the past, but no issues now for the trailer hitch. Big issue for the front splash guards and the rear splash guards. Folks, take that off your order. Ford is gonna, your Ford dealer will take care of you, or pick them up off Amazon. We have links. We'll try to start putting our links up for Amazon again, but no issues there. So that's what you need to know right now. Retails order in the system, 23,075 in the system for what's left to be built for 2024 Maverick restrictions summary from Maverick Truck Club. So Maverick Truck Club, thank you so much for sharing that. Now, more huge news we've got to cover right here. We're going to be talking about some big changes to Ford. This is going to be pretty exciting. So let me go